Hey, what's up? POA here. Little time off in between filming, and I still haven't pulled a search foil. And I've opened up a lot of these boxes. Definitely, the odds have not been in my favor of not pulling a single search foil. So, against my best judgment, I'm going to open up another one of these for me. Admittedly, I kind of want to anyway, even if we don't pull one. So, let's get into this thing, huh? Shall we? Let's dive into this. First, box topper. Probably do that first. I still like that edition. I would like to see the party tree. Of course, who wouldn't? But I would like to see the party tree, even if non-foil. Let's get into this first. All right. Yep, slide that. There we go. And... hey, Shadow Spear. I got a bunch of these. I did really well with Shadow Spears. One of the, you can't complain about a Shadow Spear. It's a good pull. Not the biggest pull, but a good pull. And it's a card I actually personally do put to use. So, cool. Foil Morgul Knife. It's the thing that stabbed Frodo, right? Damn near lost it, and then what, Galadriel had to fix him? Oh no, Arwen? Arwen. Trying to remember. Okay. Smeagol. That's right. No. Okay. Smeagol. Moria Marauder. Assemble the Entmoot from the Commander decks. Elrond and Common. Gemstone Caverns. Hey! Alright. Good to see. Fangorn. Pippin's Bravery. And a borderless Saruman of many colors and foil, which is a solid mythic in its own right. Not a bad start. I have not pulled a One Ring out of any product I opened for myself. I exclude the 2 bundles I opened, because obviously each one of those come with one. I ordered, so that morning where the official release happens, right, and non-stores get to sell on TCG Player, there was the One Rings went down like more than half. So I had ordered a couple. I figured, honestly, I kind of figured like that was probably the time, right? And I kind of had a bad feeling after a few days that even though the sellers took a few days to click ship, that they didn't actually ship them. And sure enough, 4 weeks later, whatever we're at, they never arrived. They're never arriving. One refunded me. The other one, still waiting for a response. And I'm not surprised. It's frustrating, but I know many people have felt that same frustration. Because then, at that point, 3 days later, the cards started to go back up. Pretty quickly, too. So it's pretty clear that they never shipped, which is bad, too. Because they had a fair amount of sales and high scores, high reviews. So, I guess they just figure they can just refund it, right? Yeah, I'll just refund it. Sharky. Lawsonar Captain. Nazgul. Starting to finally come down in price. At least time it is filming. Reflecting Pool. So it's our second one of the non-foils. So the Henin Anun. Many Partings. Nasty End. And Faramir. Okay. So yeah, so there's a few cards I would like to see. We'll see if we see any of them. With a Shadow Spear and Gemstone Caverns, we're having an okay start. Gandalf, Born Upon a Wind. Farmer Cotton, cool. Extended Art Farmer Cotton. Gandalf, Mary. Lash of the Balrog, the Grey Havens, and Gimli. At the price of these packs, though, the best thing being pulled is Farmer Cotton isn't the best feel-good thing. But at least it's better than not even Farmer Cotton. All right, Eomer, Fall. I think that's... Why'd I put the Nazgul all the way over there? These things are expensive. That's stupid. Haldir from the Commander deck. It's a pretty sweet card, I have to admit. Pretty sweet card. I played with that deck a few times. Gandalf, Oliphant, Legolas, and... Okay, our first of the Commander Mythics. We got Sauron, Lord of the Rings, who is the most popular commander of the group. But still, when you have the decks and then you release copies of those in collector boxes, and you only need one copy, and it's not the greatest addition in the world, to be honest, to these things. I get why they do it, but you know they shouldn't. They should stop doing it. You know they should stop. You should only be able to get those out of the collector boxes, or out of the actual commander deck. Because if they want to do another Commander Masters in the future, then you kind of need to like have some of those to be able to put in there. Yeah? Am I wrong? I started to think about that. I'm like, there's a bunch of really cool additions to Commander Masters coming up. At the time I was filming. Coming up very soon, actually. That are former commanders that have never seen a print before. Even though they left out Edgar. But still. But if you keep putting them in the set boxes and the collector boxes, and then there's never, like, you only need one. The Watcher in the Water. Okay. I have pulled a lot of those. Radagast in the extended art. Miri. That's actually not terrible to me because I got Pippin in the extended art, so now I got Miri too. The Mines of Moria. Minas Tirith. Okay. Rising of the Day. Great card. No value. And the Balrog in the foil, borderless scene card, whatever you want to call it. Okay, after a good start, we have slowed down pretty tremendously here. Mythics are not going our way, but plenty of packs to turn it around. So, we'll see if we do. Elven Chorus. Horn of Gondor. Okay. Over there. Subjugate the Hobbits. Hobbitses. Okay, Faramir. Barad-dûr. Okay, Gandalf. Lash of the Balrog. And Sackville Beggins. Okay. Alright, we are halfway through the box right now. Strong start, and we have cooled off. We've cooled off a lot. Hopefully it picks back up. Sauron's Ransom. Okay. Okay. This card has... I kind of got back from vacation and I'm like, what happened to Sauron's Ransom? Where's that being... What's happening here? Display power. Ah, Taunt from the Rampart. I don't know if it has any value, but it's a sweet card. Faramir. Rising of the Day. Bilbo. And Fangorn. Okay. Alright. 5 packs left. Come on, open up. There we go. Mines of Moria. Horn of the Mark. Model of Unity. Okay. Voting Mana Rock. Again, I've played with that deck a few times, but hey, Yavimaya, which is way more expensive than I think it's like double the price of a regular copy of Yavimaya. Okay, our second Saruman. Saruman, and done. This is why I'm using the buy singles playmat today. I just knew it. Oh well. Samwise, still a good rare. King of the Oathbreakers, neat card, but no value. Bilbo's Ring, which of course now these have kind of come down because the starter kits got out there, and I think people realized that the value of the cards inside was way more than the price of the starter kit. And now those things have fallen back to a reality, but this is still a great card, so that's cool. Frodo, Elrond, Nasty End, Creebane, and Legolas. Okay, War of the Last Alliance. All right, another Sauron's Ransom, which I think is like $10 at the time it's filming the extended art. Grey Host Reinforcements. Okay. Gimli. Pillar of the Perns. Oh well, at least we got 2 good ones. Rosie Cotton, Manny Partons, and Gladriel in the sweet artwork. It feels very normal. We're a little low on... Actually, we're very low on Mythic. Actually, we're extremely low on Mythic count, aren't we? Wow. I should have stopped and looked at that. We got 2 packs left, and I'm at 5 Mythic. These don't count. I'm at 5 Mythics. Most of the boxes have been hitting between 8 to 12. So these last packs, they're going to need some juice here. Faramir. Forge anew. Okay. Arrestor of the Council. Nazgul times 2. Good. Good. Samwise. We need them Mythics, though. We need them Mythics. Spiteful Banditry. Okay, there's 1. And a good one. But 1. Prince Imrahil. And Eomer. Last pack, everybody. Okay, so no Soul Ring. Okay, 2 Spiteful Banditries and 2 Sarumans. Interesting. Hey, we did it! We did it! At least one of the 2 tasks. The easier of the task to get, but still. Hey, it's extended art 1 ring. Fantastic. Haha! Alright, I can say I actually pulled one out of a pack for myself. Fires of Mountain Doom, another one of the starter kit cards. Elrond. Gandalf the White. All right, this last pack is it's bringing some juice. Thankfully. All right, thank you. Definitely also one of the best mythics you could pull out of this product. Pippin's Bravery, Gimli, and last pull we have another mythic. Hey, okay, oh, okay. It's Aragorn, King of Gondor. It's the Commander deck Aragorn. For a second there, I was like, oh, sweet. Is it, Aragorn, whatever the regular set one is, the Unifier or whatever? Nope, but it is one more Aragorn for the road. So, okay, so we got to an expected mythic count. Right? You call it when you call it. It's like, yeah, we're not doing. We have 5 mythics with 2 packs left, and then the next 2 packs give us 5 mythics. Crazy. That's funny how that works. The box ended strong. For a while there, we were doing really, we started off well. Then we were doing terribly. This box was going horribly. It's like, well, that's what you get for opening. And then the box ended. It's like, okay, I got you, bro. I got you. And it ended up pretty good. It's actually a pretty solid box overall. So, yeah. This might be it for me in Lord of the Rings until the new artwork versions come out, and then we'll probably do a little bit of that. At the price point for these boxes, I don't really feel that they're battleable or anything like that. And frankly, there doesn't seem to be a whole ton of interest in doing that going forward with the patrons anyway, which makes sense. This has become a buy singles product, and frankly, the draft boxes look like a pretty good deal. Same thing with the set boxes. The collector boxes, I'm having these thoughts, even though I know this video probably won't air until after Commander Masters comes out. I am kind of in love with Commander Masters at this moment. I have not felt this strongly about a set since Modern Horizons 2. I am actually extremely excited about it. I'm excited about it because of how incredibly deep rares are in the product. It's an impossibly deep set in rares. To me, Mythics, I think they could have did better at the price point. I'm certain they could have did better at the price point. But at rare, good God. And what I like about that is then you have less of a chance to go to Pound Town, even though you have less of a chance to also kill it at the same time. But it creates a more consistent box opening experience, which then tends to make people not like hate the product as much. So the problem is with these is they're a little boom or bust, right? So they create some negative feelings when you open like 3 of them and you end up busting on all 3, right? Because it's very easy to do in this product. It's going to be now collector packs notwithstanding when you have a 4-pack box, just like as we saw in Double Masters 2022, where like in almost every box, 1 pack would be amazing, the other 3 packs would range from mediocre to horrible. That's how they almost all worked. It was crazy. I hope they don't work like that here, but I have a feeling they will. But it's going to create a more consistent experience to the box opening, because the depth of the rares, well, I guess we'll see. As of right now, it is looking like, say, if you open a set box, it's almost like a minimum of 2 rares per pack, kind of like Double Masters, with the potential of up to 4 or 5 rares or mythics per pack. Obviously, a 5 mythic pack would be absolutely shenanigans, but still. So there's going to be a lot of potential chances to get these rares, and with having a very deep rare pool, and don't get me wrong, there's bulk rares too, right? It's pretty clear that, frankly, it looks like they did a really good job on making it a very limited product, or at least working on the limited experience of it. And they definitely made choices that come into play with a limited experience, which is good. As many people, though, have commented, what do you expect me to draft a set that costs that much? Yeah, that's the part 2. It's a lot. Especially if you then leave with nothing in hand for $40, right? But having a deep rare pool makes that less likely. I think that's important. So, I don't know. It's going to be awesome. I think Commander Masters is sweet. I think Lord of the only real concern I have is coming off Lord of the Rings, which did great. Lord of the Rings did fantastic out there. Still is doing fantastic out there. But if this sold this well, is there money left over for Commander Masters? Or is it going to fall flat on its face due to people not wanting to spend the money? I'm still concerned. I shouldn't say concerned, because it doesn't negatively or positively impact me in any way, shape, or form. But I like that product, and I hope it does okay. Having said that, Wizards, you need to not make a new Master set anytime soon now. You are doing too many Master sets. As much as I am looking forward to Commander Masters, and I am, you guys, as even when we played around with putting the set together, you don't have a whole lot left to pick from to drive the price of what you guys want to charge for a Master set. You're at like your limit almost. You're almost at your limit. Like one more and you're done. All right. So you guys are gonna have to give it some time. And this is why I'm not an ambassador or even applied for it. It's because then I would have to say this feedback to them and be like, you guys aren't really getting, like, I know you want to sell boxes and all that stuff, and Master sets do tend to sell well. But they won't sell well if you run the cupboard dry. I can promise you that. And you could probably argue with me and say, the metrics don't tell us that. They will. They will tell you that. Because it's a reprint set. There's a reason Iconic Masters didn't do well at that time. And a lot of those cards have become better because of Commander. But when Iconic Masters came out, it flopped, right? Why? Why? Because you didn't pack anything in there that people wanted at that time. You'll have that same problem where even like when we talk about the Mythic pool in Commander Masters, yeah, I'm not overly impressed. Yeah, don't get me wrong, there's still some good hits. Obviously, I hope to get multiple great hinges, personally. There's still some good hits, but overall, man, there's some real bombs. They're just absolute terrible pulls at Mythic inside of that product that cost that much. And like they're already terrible pulls before we even get to release. Like they're terrible pulls now, let alone when you add a whole bunch more copies to the market. Like Nekusar? Really? But counterpoint. Nekusar is a hell of a commander, right? So it fits the product. But when somebody's paying that much on a pack, they want to have the thought process that they can break even on the pack. Otherwise, people won't buy the pack. Then, of course, then the thought process, similar to this playmat here, is buy singles. Yeah, but then there won't be singles to buy because nobody opens the boxes. It's a catch-22, isn't it? It is.